Greetings viewers and welcome to my channel. In our first session, my guest Khusro Sahab explained about a divided world between the rich and the poor and the powerful and the powerless. As a result, the world is going down in a spiral with ever increasing speed, which requires urgent action to address this. For your convenience, a link to the first session appears in the description of this video. Now let's start with the session 2. The power dynamics have always been the same in the history of mankind. What is different now?
You are correct, Alim. We have seen this, I've already said, since the beginning of time, that the world has been divided between the powerful and the powerless. But what is different today is that we have a smaller world in terms of everybody knows what's going on everywhere. Partly social media, partly the other media. So people are watching the news, following everything. This was not there always. And the other difference is that we have set up now international organizations like the United Nations, the World Health Organization, the International Court of Justice, various NGOs dealing with racial equality and discrimination. So there are a lot of bodies now which are watchdogs, and therefore we have globalization, and therefore people are more aware. And if they're aware, then they should be in a position to do something about it. But does this mean that the powerless have now organizations and tools that they can go to have their grievances redressed? No, it does not mean that. Unfortunately, I think we should be aware that the times are different. But all these watchdogs have been neutralized by the powerful. The UN is not an effective body. So the International Court of Justice, many of the people not even members. And yes, we are more aware, means there's a lot of people very upset, which they would not be because they would be not aware before. So what we are wanting to do is create a world of non-violence. So given all these institutions, given all this awareness, does it change anything?
Are you saying that globalization will bring about a more just world?
No, that is the hope. But I don't think that, as I've already said. So, what we need to change is the human condition. Power should be a means to bring about justice. But what happens is that power becomes an end. And therefore, the people who are in power, no matter who it is, get stuck there. They become addicted to it. For them, it becomes an end. And therefore, they will subvert, they will sabotage, they will do anything to get more power. You see, the reason this happens is that we make an investment in gaining power. Money, time, resources, we feel that we have to invest. Once we have made that investment, then we want a return on it. So it is an unending spiral. And therefore, the powerful are unable to see that they are abusing their power. So this is the big difference. This is why it will still be the same what it was 10,000 years ago. Because what we want to do is change the human condition. Human beings are attracted to power, wealth, fame, to the good things in life. And that is natural. And there is nothing wrong with being attracted to this. But once you achieve it, it should be the means and not the end. Now, if the powerless become powerful, they will become the same. They will forget that they were once powerless and they suffered. They will become the same. So, as long as we recognize this, as long that we recognize that power corrupts, and therefore, what we have to do is that we have to uh, become better human beings. We are not, we should not be uh, whatever am I trying to say, pulled in or sucked in by the good things of life. They're important, but can we maintain our balance? And so this is what we're going to talk about more and more. I'm responding to these questions. I'm deliberately taking my time because I have the answers. We are basically searching together for an alternate system. But
One change which has, uh, taken place from the past is strong media and social media. I think this will also play a vital role in bringing about the change. This was not before.
I think you're right. And this is what we are doing. This is what we are doing right now. We are using YouTube to try to educate people, to try to give a message, to try to give hope uh, that look, we are not in this forever. We can aspire to a better world. Our aspiration is to aspire to a just world. And first, we have to agree that what we have today is not a just world, that we are going in the wrong direction. And this reminds me, in the session one, I had given four uh, uh, symptoms, if you like, of the indication of how there's a fifth one. And I want to correct that. The fifth one is there is a huge refugee problem. There are today 26 million refugees. Refugees are people who have been displaced from their home countries because their home countries, either through their own mismanagement or through the interference of the powerful, have become unlivable. And so we have people gather on the southern border of the United States in boats all around Europe, trekking thousands of miles babies in their arms. And you know, out of these 26 million people, half of them are children. This is another indication that there's something very seriously wrong.
Are you alone in raising an alarm, or there are others who share your concerns?
I want everyone who is listening to this video to take it seriously, because the subject is far too critical and far too important. My analysis is not my analysis alone. A lot of other people are very concerned about it. And I would like you to suggest a few books that you can read. Read Joseph Stiglitz. Who is Joseph Stiglitz? Joseph Stiglitz is a Nobel Prize winner in economics. He has written many, many, many books. One of them is called The Price of Inequality. The other one is called Globalization. Or read another economist called Jeffrey Sachs. His book is called The Price of Civilization. So I am nobody. These are serious, world-renowned figures who have the same concerns, who share the same thinking. So that is why I'm giving you something to read, because I want you to take this seriously. This is not Khusro Elley talking about his favorite theory. This is a very serious subject.
So what we have lost in the current scenario?
We have lost our morality. We have lost all sense of ethics. We have lost all sense of justice. And we don't know it. This is the worst thing. We don't even know what we have lost. So what we have to do now is to reintroduce morality, ethics, honesty, truth, justice. And where is it going to come from? How are we going to introduce it? We have to go back to our roots. And I've already said before, we have to have a higher purpose.
Thank you very much, Khusro Sahab, for sharing your valuable thoughts with us. So viewers, we come to the end of this session of the series. I hope you liked it. If so, please like and share this video as much as possible. Please also subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you keep updated with the future uploads. I will encourage and appreciate your questions and comments on this video. Please write them in the comments box. You may also send your comments and questions by email. The email address is askkelly@alimakhtar.com. All this information is also mentioned in the description of this video. Till next time, have a wonderful and thoughtful time. Thank you.